health and wellness practice needs to increase revenue without increasing burnout. How fractional CMO strategies and AI implementation help practices to grow smarter, not harder. I'm a fractional CMO, AI consultant. If you want to find out more about me, you can go to aistrategy.com. Congratulations by being here. Why you are here? The fact that you are here tells me you want to grow, you're ready to move revenue and more patients without the chaos of guessing what to try next. Your stretching thing, referrals, scheduling, intake, follow-up, it all runs through you and there is no time left over. You try tactics, new tools, a marketing hire, another course. Nothing has closed the gap between effort and results. Let's be direct. You're content with that plateau practice and don't actually want more revenue. Many people, they are happy where they're at. You want a magic AI button with no strategy, no plan, and no accountability. You are not willing to document a process or let go on doing everything yourself. A lot of the business owners who has their baby, that's the business, they don't want to delegate things to others. They want to stay in the same way and they don't want to change it. You are looking for a cheapest option instead of the right one for your practice. Unfortunately, running a business costs money. If you want to be free, it's going to cost you either time or more money in the long run. Are we going to waste your money? No, really. I don't like people wasting their money. I want that every penny that you invest in your business, you get a return on investment. My promise to you is I show you exactly what's possible when you remove the bottlenecks quickly, capping your growth. If you want to grow 2 or 3x revenue growth, clients pursue with a document growth system. If you're looking to save 10 to 15 plus hours, free up a week within the first 30 days. If you want 90 days roadmap connecting strategy, operations, and AI implementation without hiring more staff, without sacrificing patient care, then this is for you. Who am I? Well, my name is Georgina Salgado Chavez. I'm a fractional CMO and AI growth strategist. Most of these fractional CMOs or AI consultants, they do one of the two. They either strategy, and for instance, agencies and technical people in AI, they do the implementation. I do both, the leadership and the implementation. Fractional CMO leadership paired with hands-on AI implementation. No appliance you receive and are left to execute alone. In my case, I do both. The business is taken care accordingly and all the results is going to be accordingly to the strategy as well. I used to own my business too, and I used to live in a chaos, now help clients to solve the outcome focus. The promise is revenue results, not just deliverables and dashboard. The real problem, why great practitioners often struggle to grow. Your training taught you anatomy, physiology, diagnosis, patient care, treatment protocols. I went to school for alternative medicine, and that's the only thing that we know. More about treatments, how to solve people's illness, how to solve people's problems, pains, and aches, but never and rarely taught you marketing and positioning, leadership and hiring, operational systems, automation, and revenue strategy. Stop chasing more patients and start building your systems. First of all, you have to have great care, patient experience, efficient operations, consistent marketing, automation, more capacity to increase revenue growth. Every additional patient without a system behind them just adds more chaos. Cystic compounds, volume alone doesn't. Sounds familiar? What's actually happening inside your practice right now? Revenue has plateaued despite working harder than ever. Operation feel chaotic. Nothing runs the same way twice. Staff shop in manual paperwork instead of patient care. They are not documented systems, just tribal knowledge. Every decision, big or small, bottlenecks through you. Everything is solved by the business owner. What it costs you every month, all qualified leads slip through the cracks before they ever book. And sometimes we spend a lot of money in advertising for what? To lose the leads. No accountability, nothing moves forward unless you are in the room. Wasted hours. As ceiling and scale, growth feels impossible without adding heavy or getting overwhelmed. I used to believe more patience was the answer. I was wrong. More patience without system just means more chaos, faster. The pivotal moment came when I stopped chasing volume and started building a connected growth engine. A strategy first, then AI systems to run it. The methodology that I use is the Practice Grow Operation System. One connected system, no accelerated advice, marketing operations, and automation working as one growth engine. Everything works systematically, not separated. CMOs plan the growth and the strategy. AI agencies build the tools. I do both to execute a strategy and the automation engine to run it. The framework, the 7 growth systems every modern practice needs. Patient acquisition. Without patience, you don't have a system, you don't have a business. Patient conversion. You need to convert those patients. Every lead that comes in the door, you have to convert it as much as you can. Patient experience. The experience that you give them, it has to be a good one. Otherwise, people, they don't come back. Operational efficiency. Revenue growth, that reflects how much money you make. AI-enabled growth. I'm going to go over every single one of them. Patient acquisition. If referrals is low tomorrow, would your practice still grow? Many people, they just rely on referrals. You just use one source of getting customers, your business is not very solid. If you go to like SBA or certain governmental entities, they tell you, if you have one source of getting income, you don't have a business. Relying on the source of patients create unnecessary risks. Where new patients actually come from? Google, referrals, community, social, website, reviews. Which channel compound over time versus which ones stall the moment you stop paying? Most of the business owners, they don't have a strategy in place. Sometimes they have a lot of customers they face, and then the few months they don't have no customers, and the income, it goes up and down, up and down. They don't have a system. They don't have strategy in place. They just have good luck or bad luck. The number one growth risk we find in health and wellness practice, 70% of the new patients trace to a single channel. One single channel. That's what they tell you. You have to go one channel. The other thing that some gurus, they tell you is like, have only one avatar. One slow month and revenue drops within. Discovery number 2, operational inefficiency plus AI. How much of your team weeks go to work that is patient care? AI amplifies good systems. It doesn't replace practitioners. Nowadays with the AI, everybody thinks that they're just going to push a button or use AI for everything, and that's not how it works. Especially in healthcare, I would prefer that you keep certain things doing as a human being, and other ones, you can automate and AIfy in your business. Not all of it can be AIfy. Automate is repetitive tasks, intake forms, reminder calls, scheduling, follow-up messages, free your team to focus on higher value patient-facing interaction, know exactly where AI saves hours each day and where it shows never touch patient care. You can save 10 to 15 hours. Free up week is the typical result. One repetitive admin work is automated without adding a single new hire. Plans. That's got to be by a practitioner. So that's why you shine in that space, not AI. Repetitive tasks, intake form, reminder calls, scheduling, follow-up messages. Discover number 2, revenue growth system. More patients, more revenue, right? Not always. Sustainable growth beats simple chasing higher patient volume. I use this one, and it's awareness. So people has to know about your business. That's awareness. Then it's leads. A lead is when you get the name, phone number, and maybe the phone number and the email. All right, but the thing is, many people think that you having a name, an email, and a phone number, it means that's a lead. It's not a lead if they don't want to buy from you. A lead is somebody that has the problem that you're solving and is intending to buy. Those are the quality leads. Then it's nurturing. Nurturing is, you got to keep in touch with the customers in order for you to get more sales. Then is sales. Sales is when you receive the money. Then is repetitive business. Sometimes you don't need to sell something that you sell, but you can partner up with other people. Say, listen, give me some of your percentage, like affiliate, or partner up with another company that they sell something else. They enhance what you sell with the customers. So that will be repeating. And also reputation. We do something stupid. We don't have good customer service. We don't answer questions. We don't give the care that we need to give. So that sometimes we get the reputation the wrong way. Revenue also target retention, reactivation, and referrals for existing patients. Reduce no-shows. With AI, you can reduce no-shows big time, because so many times people, they fail to make it to our office because they forget. But a lot of regular people, everyday people, they forget. I can tell you, my man, he always forget his doctor appointments. He always forget the massage appointments. He always forget the chiropractor appointments. This is very common. Additional appropriate service and capacity optimization. Sometimes when you have a good strategies like AI consulting, sometimes what we do, we look in other services that you can provide, but you don't have to do much work. It's something that just enhance what you're doing already, or change it a little bit. Sometimes we do the journey, the different tiers of what you do in a different intensities kind of deal, and then you can go ahead and get more revenue, 2-3x the revenue. Grow practice pursue when acquisition, retention, and operation are treated as one connected system. You need to think a little bit out of the box. If you do just consulting, probably you got to start selling supplements, selling more stuff, or maybe partnering with somebody else. When you do acupuncture, maybe you can partner with a chiropractor. Maybe when a chiropractor partner with somebody that do massage, and then you guys can enhance each other's business and help each other and get revenue for all of the places. The transformation from cost to control. Most of the people, when they come in as before, they have revenue plateau, or they don't have no system, no document systems, growth dependent on the owner. The owner is the one that put all the hats, and if the owner fails for whatever reason, everything else goes to the cracks. Sales opportunities slip away, and staff bury in admin. Then when you hire somebody like me, they go revenue grows consistently. That's the whole point, that you have chief marketing officer in your place. Clear workflow and accountability. Operations runs without you. This is a big one. Most of the business owners, they don't know how the business can operate without them. More sales close faster, capacity without adding overwhelm. ChatGPT is a tool, not a strategy. The value is dedicated which AI is right for your business, and making sure your team actually use it. 90% of the people that I know in businesses, they don't even know how to use GPT correctly. You can learn it over years. Yes, you can learn it by yourself, but you're going to waste more time and more money. So many times they go like, I don't have time to implement any new thing. That's exactly why implementation is done for you, not handed to you to another task of your plate. Most of the business owners are very busy, and we don't want it to get more things to do to the owner. We already tried an agency and a marketing hire. Agencies have to plan and leave. This builds the strategy and the system to run it without the cost of a full-time executive. One of the things I work with my customers is a partnership. Part of the thing is you give me some retainer and the rest of the money you pay me, and what you make, the extra money that you make, part of that profit, it goes to me. It's not that much, it's 5%, 10%, 15%. If you're thinking a market is going to do that, no, they're not going to risk the time, the work, and anything in your business. If you don't get results, well, that's your problem, not mine. And with me, what I do, I take responsibility, I take ownership, and I do anything it takes for you to grow. Before you go further, trick is to make this work for your practice. Be coachable. A lot of the business owners, they have the ways and they don't want to change nothing. You have a business for a reason. But be a little flexible. We need to take action on the plan, not just collect more information. Focus on progress. You don't need to be perfect. You need to move consistently in the right direction. Commit to the system. Never let self-doubt stop your dreams. The challenge is knowing which system is holding your practice back. Every practice is different. That's why this starts with a professional assessment, no generic package. This assessment is 7 steps to see where is your practical growth scored, patient journey added, AI readiness evaluation, 90 days growth roadmap, marketing performance review, operational bottlenecks analysis, review opportunities assessment, and return on investment projection. Then, if it's a fit, ongoing fractional CMO and AI grow implementation, we work together. Why trust this expert? Member of Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, a woman-owned business, end-to-end delivery, a strategy through technology, no fragmented vendors, bilingual, English and Spanish, serving underrepresented founders, outcome-focused, revenue result promise, not just deliverables, implementation. No hype, no jargon, no obligation. One conversation to map exactly where the chaos is costing you the most and what 90 days path to 2 or 3x revenue actually look like for your practice. A straight answer, no hype. Why not just hire an agency? Agencies have to plan and leave. This is design the strategy and builds the systems to run it without the cost of a full-time executive. How long until you will see results? Quick wins come first. Many clients free 10 hours a week within 30 days. The full rollout unfold over 90 days. Ready to simplify your growth? Schedule your clarity consultation and what your 90 days spikes to 2 and 3x in revenue. This is my information. Until next time, thank you for being in the podcast, and I hope that this will help somebody out there. They are in health and wellness space.